Sometimes I just gotta get away now. Run away from all of these news feeds that's dampening my energy, more noise than a playground. All this emphasis on today's
Ha 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 ha. This is Har-q, aka the Magnificent, and you're watching Lyrical GB.
So-called friends be the first one to go along and sit on the fences. It's just the way the world works.
It's gotta be hip hop for me, personally, because I feel like there's a lot more rhyme patterns, a lot more content included in it, opposed to grime where it's quite hard hitting, just straight up punchlines. So I'm gonna have to go with hip hop on that one all day. I grew up in N-Town and then repping all day. I'd like just down the road, like we're recording right here in Northampton right now. So the main thing I remember, to be fair, ain't much has changed since I grew up here. Only us growing up as people, but mainly remember just chilling out, taking a lot of time to myself because it was quiet, hanging around with friends and that, and just taking time to just like rap and relax and grow up. Yeah, my house was always kind of a happy, mellow vibe. Like my parents came from Jamaica, so music was always playing in the back. Home cooking, home food was always cooking. There was always nice smells going through the house, you know. And I got an older sister, so me and her kind of just spent our time together, like play fighting and running around. And I was like heavily into like toys, action men especially. I used to spend a lot of time like saving her Barbie dolls and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like big imagination. And watching a lot of cartoons, like I always like, I'm from the 90s, so growing up with like Tintin, Spider-Man and all that, and Batman and all that, like, so that was always kind of my vibe. That's the main thing I remember, I suppose.
They try to close them, and then they try and clone them. They said that Christ gonna rise up. I think they got your hopes.
I started rapping at about 13 or 14 when one of my guys, he came from London, hold tight Tony Cypher. He probably don't even call himself that no more. That's how long ago that was. And he must have spit like a little freestyle at break time, and the whole area just went wild, you know, like everyone was just like, oh, that's so sick, like, and the love that he got off that, I was like, yeah, I want a piece of that. And so did all the man them that was there at the time, you get me? So slowly but surely everyone started doing their own little thing, getting ready for break time. And yeah, since then it's just been on and popping, like it never stopped. I don't actually remember my first song. I've still got it. Everything I've ever wrote, I've kept, so it would actually be there somewhere. So maybe on like a bonus or an outtake or something, I have to find that for you. I even remember what I wrote it on. It was like a yellow envelope, kind of torn open, and then I wrote on it. They were probably whack. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't remember what it was about. But I was heavily influenced by Eminem and D12, so I can imagine it was something vulgar, if I'm completely honest. So yeah, that's probably as much as I can give on that one. You know what? Probably not so much. I feel like a lot of the stuff that I've took from over the years into music is more on the imagination or knowledge spectrum. So it goes between like books that I've read and shows that I've watched, and I kind of just merged the two. So it's probably got like more of like a historical, history meets animation. It'll probably be the best way that I can describe my music. They try to close them, and then they try and clone them. They said that Christ gonna rise up. I think they got your hopes up. So the Phantom Hip Opera is what the MAS stands for. That's like an opera. So basically he's a woman that he falls in love with, but he kind of stays in the background because he got like something happened to him or whatever when he was younger. So he moves around kind of mystically or whatever, and he just defends this person. So yeah, that's kind of where it started from, but then over the time it kind of also evolved into like being a superhero, and all superheroes have like a hidden identity, like, because 9 to 5 I got my job that I kind of just do, like I do my fathering, I look after the kids and stuff like that, but when I go on the stage it's like a whole different person. I let go of everything that I do on my 9 to 5, and like truly unleash, I suppose, my full capability. So the mask is kind of like putting on my cape and getting ready to go to work.
Sometimes I just gotta get away now.
I'm still gonna say the greatest of all time is Nas. He is the one that probably inspired me like the most, because his lyrical content, his flows, his stories, the beats, like so. I've seen beats develop over the years, so I won't say that his beat selection is the greatest, but even with what he's on, whatever beats he's on, he always manages to slay it. So that's the person that I probably vibe for or vibe to the most. Oh, see, I'm gonna say, if I was gonna say a rapper that's passed away that I was really fond of, was Sean P. Sean P was definitely like, Sean Price is one of my favorite rappers, because he had punchlines that were like, they were funny. He was kind of like a comedian that rapped almost, I guess is the best way to kind of describe him. And his personality was just like larger than life. So I guess that's why he got to pass away sometime, if he's just too big of a person. So yeah, Sean P is definitely like one of my favorites. Oh man. Forever. Just that one rapper. I would say I'm probably gonna say Tupac, because I still listen to him now, and that's already like 30 years or so in, so that's like the majority of my life already. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that, because he's got like a passionate message, and the topics that he talks about, they're kind of still current. And yeah, I just feel like he's talking on like issues that you can always relate to, and you can always feel. It's more heartfelt music, so therefore it's not so much in the words, it's more in the feelings. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Pac on that one. I'm gonna wait for weekends. I don't care if they notice. I didn't leave a notice, no memo, no post-it. That's actually been one thing that I've actually been happy to see, to be honest. Mainly in terms of, it's made it a lot more easier to get into certain venues, because when I started, like, it may not have been as popular. So there was like a lot of open mics that we used to go to that they wouldn't do like urban music or whatever, and because like the explosion of it is built to more acceptance of it, which means more gates and more doors have been opened for it, I guess. So in that sense, it's definitely opened up. It's just opened up the market more, and it's good to see. It's funny because I was just having this conversation the other day, and obviously I'm going to have to go number one. I'm going to have to say it's Nas. 2, I might actually put like a little combination, like a tag team, and say Dead Prez, because Dead Prez is also one of my favorites. Like, they taught me to read books, really, because they used to say some stuff and I didn't really understand what they were talking about, so I had to go look in the dictionary to really understand what it was, and so obviously that grew my vocabulary as a result. I'd have to say, I'm gonna have to say Killer Priest. That's kind of one off the cuff. He's not so great no more, no offense, but back in the day he's got some songs, he's got a few albums that like, it's just absolutely, the lyrical content and the stories are just mad. I'm all for content and stories. I'm actually a person that can kind of look past the beat and not get lost in the beat and actually listen to what the person is saying. So I would say I like Black Thought from The Roots. Same reason, once again. I'm just thinking of who got the best bars at this point. And then I'm probably gonna say, I'm gonna go on one that's more like energetic, that kind of gives like mad motivation. Nipsey Hussle. I'm gonna say a Nipsey Hussle for the 5th one. That's a little curveball in there, because I've only really started listening to him properly lately, and a lot of his stuff is hella inspirational. Like, that's that get out of bed in the morning music, you know what I mean? You always need that extra grind. It's like Rocky in the last round of the boxing, you know what I mean? Like, he gives you that type of grind, like keep going, muscle through it. So yeah, I'm gonna put Nips up there. I saw that shit in Frozen. I I would say, I'm gonna say Kano, to be fair, is my number one, because he was doing it like from dot in terms of like flow patterns and actually being, not saying on beat, but I found like he rode the beat like a lot more smoother, even with like the intensity that he came with. Like that was definitely, I don't know, he just takes the crown for me, like 100. I'm gonna say Skepta, just because he's got the good energy and he's got the good personality and he's got like the look for it. I say Bugsy Malone. He's another one of my G's. I'm telling you, like, he's got the bars, he's got the image, and he's got the acting side to it as well. You get me? That man also turn up in movies and things like that, so that's always nice to see. Gets, I think Gets is definitely one of my. To be fair, I'd probably put Gets as number 2 if I'm completely honest. Yeah, I like Gets a lot, and just for the madness and for the stuff that he's done, I'm gonna throw Wiley in there. I got to, even though they try to cancel, man. You get me? Like, he done so much for the culture that you just can't forget, basically. Ooh, I think it's quite. I say it's easy, but it's growing over time. The numbers are getting bigger, so it's actually, the competition is getting a lot more tough. I'm gonna say, well, they have to be in any order. I'm gonna say Naps is definitely like my G. Like, we go places together, we do a lot of shows together. He's always staying consistent. He's got a lot of wordplay, the boom bap style, the grime style, and anything that guy can get on, and he's just like such a smooth and humble guy. You get me? Gonna say Dreads, because Dreads has got the image, he's got the family base, he's got the commerciality in the stuff that he does. Gonna say L30 Robinson, because he's like the Childish Gambino of the ends. He creates the beats, he does the raps, he does the DJing. He's just like, he's multifaceted. Like, he just continues to inspire and create so much more artists. I'm gonna say Dead Boy, because he's just got like just an out there image. I say he's like hella wild. He's got like that alternative hip hop style. So that's always good to see, because that's a good progression, because it brings in a lot of other type of people to the culture, where they might not just come and solely watch like a hip hop show, but because they've got like a rock edge or a trap rock edge or whatever, it brings in like a whole lot of extra people. So on the 5th one, then I'm gonna say Vince Law, for the exact same reason, because just the energy on stage and their stage presence is awesome. Sorry for anyone that I forgot. Y'all dope though. I used to think myself, but just new people just keep appearing and the competition doesn't stop. It's like you can be good for one season, but the seasons continue. There's no stopping in this journey. So different people come up at different times and they inspire me. The best lyricist in the world. See, I wouldn't even give that to Nas, funnily enough. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to say, you're gonna have to edit this to cut it down to make it seem a lot shorter, but I'm gonna think of someone. Best lyricist in the world. Who's that? I'm gonna have to say Shaq is dope here, and I don't know why, but he's the first one that's come to my mind at this point in time. Yeah, he's kind of new, yeah, but for the songs that I've heard, and every song of his that I've heard, they're all been on point. I haven't heard a bad song yet. So only for that point right now, currently, that is not a permanent position. I'm gonna say Shaq is dope. If you ain't heard him, check him out. He's actually dope. He is dope. I got a good lot of singles coming out. I just had a single come out. I don't know when this is gonna be out. I just got a song come out called Holy Water. I got a song come out called Gringo, working with Chop Life. I just got a lot of projects, a lot of single projects that I'm putting out just to make everybody digest one song at a time, because I realized when I put out a whole project, the numbers for the first amount of songs to the numbers to the end, it's like they don't all get their fair share. So I feel like putting out singles is probably definitely better for me, because it gives people a chance to actually divulge what I'm actually saying, because I'm quite, like I say, I'm a lyrical cat myself, so it will give you some time to actually listen to the song and appreciate it for what it's actually doing. Then I got a lot of collabos coming up. I got collabos coming left, right and center. The next one's coming out is called Accountant. That's with some dudes from the Hidden Leaf Village. They're from the US. I'm gonna drop a single, then a collabo, and I'm just gonna rinse, wash and repeat. I'm gonna say it's the one that I'll always go back to. So if ever I go to an open mic and there's a cypher, it's one that I wrote like a long time ago. It's on my first album. It's on it's a character that I made up for myself, alter ego called Brutally Young, and everything just rhymes. The flow pattern is just strong. It's just perfect cadence, I think, perfect syncopation, perfect rhyme style. It's the one I go to. It's my knockout punch, so to speak. Wait, you want me to do it? Strong like mahogany, my anthropology to use high technology to gather the elements through geography, satellite navigation. Through that I gain superiority against the majority who've been brainwashed by bureaucracy, psychology. I stay wild through Chinese philosophy, study the days periodically to map out where the government lied to me, while people stay oblivious like they had a lobotomy to the power that I hold, the mold like pottery. Take you on a lyrical odyssey out of this world, just like astrology, sociology and moral ethics is all dependent on ethnic cleansing. Yeah, that's what I always go to. Ha 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 ha.
Run away from all of these news feeds that's dampening my energy, more noise than a playground. All this emphasis on today's influences, I see they show they